case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a 2008 landmark case in the Vermont Supreme Court, real estate developers John Larkin, Inc. faced off against its neighbor in a lawsuit that sought to test the boundaries of the legal definition of trespassing. The case centered on the unique question of whether airborne particles from pesticides could be considered as grounds for trespass or nuisance. Larkin had initially sued its neighbor Marceau, who was using pesticides in his apple orchard, arguing that Marceau's actions constituted trespassing. However, the claim was dismissed due to lack of substantial evidence. Around the same time, Larkin's proposal for a housing project, potentially affecting Marceau's agricultural activities, was denied for failing to meet the Act 250 criteria. Not deterred, Larkin launched a second claim against Marceau, this one hinging on the pesticides again. The court dismissed this as a disguised nuisance claim. The core issue was whether the presence of airborne particulates from pesticides depositing on land could be considered trespass or nuisance. The lower court's ruling dismissed Larkin's trespass claim, stating that the developers needed to provide proof of an unauthorized, direct, physical intrusion onto their property. Larkin appealed to the Supreme Court and argued their case, asserting that the pesticide particles were indeed causing such an intrusion. However, the Vermont Supreme Court sided with the lower court's ruling. The court found that Larkin failed to provide evidence of any physical impact on its property due to the airborne pesticides, an essential component necessary to establish a legitimate trespass claim. The court held firm that to prove a trespass had occurred, there needed to be clear measures of direct or immediate intrusion of a tangible object onto land. The judge did not rule out the possibility that airborne particulates could ever be considered a trespass, but left the question for future consideration. To Larkin's disappointment, the court upheld the original dismissal, determining that Marceau had not trespassed, as there was no evidence supporting the claim of a physical impact or interference with Larkin's right to exclusive possession of the land. With both parties previously agreeing to disregard the nuisance allegations, the final decision rendered Larkin's constitutional arguments null and void.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.